Yo, 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 what's good, what's good? This is Dex.
What's poppin'? This is Jay.
Queen Esther here, crown it.
Check us out on Complicated Discord, where we talk about any and everything. No topic is off the table.
We ain't pulling no punches. We tell you guys like it is, and we keeping it real.
Find Complicated Discord podcasts on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, Radio Public, Stitcher, and Podbean. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Like, subscribe, drop a comment on our YouTube channel. We'll love to hear from you.
You about to record this as a podcast?
Duh.
Okay. Damn, I'm like so built for that.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. We coming to 2020. This is a new year. This is a new you. This is a new me. So if you haven't done already, man, get you another form of income in your pocket, my baby. Go ahead, start recording the podcast, man. Shout out to Anchor, man. So don't pussyfoot around because it's free. There's creation tools to allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so you can be easily heard on, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, all that other stupid dumb shit that niggas like to listen to motherfucking podcasts. And you can make some cheese from that podcast with no minimum listenership. So, everything you need to make a podcast is all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started, you punk bitch. Alright, man, so let's get this a try. So, I know you listening to this, and for the 3 people that listen to the podcast on a daily, man, I appreciate you motherfuckers coming back on Gangsters. So, I know you thinking like, oh, shit, where's Spiff at? Well, shit, we ain't really recording no damn pod this week because, 1, niggas was busy. 2, I got unbusy, and then I met up with Spiff. And then 3, I just ain't feel like it. Shit, I pulled up on Spiff. I think it was like Saturday night. It was probably around about 10, 11. But Spiff was deep into it, a very, very intoxicated alcoholic binge. And I was tired. Shit, I really ain't feel like it. But instead of just saying fuck it and just recording another podcast like the following week or next week or whenever y'all motherfuckers hear this shit, I was like, well, shit, let me put something out just so people can, just to expect more consistency from the pod. And another thing is, I was sick as a mother freaking dog all last week, whole time. So a lot of the quote unquote half-ass internet research that we usually do, I really didn't have much time to do it because I was sitting up here recovering. And not only I was sick, Lil Meechy was sick too. So it was just too much shit going on. So that's probably the main reason why people really didn't get a pod. But going forward, I always had these ideas on, in case if we didn't have a podcast, something that we was going to just kind of like throw out. And I kind of wanted to get more feedback from like our listeners and, our supporters, on the pod. So me and Spiff, we always jotted down like a few ideas that we wanted to come across and just wanted to get, some people, y'all point of view on certain things. So one of the ideas that I came across was Meech Mental Health Mondays. So I know we're going to start dropping the podcast on Mondays. However, every maybe couple weeks or maybe once a month, we want to just do like mental health check-ins, man, because I know we all, go through mental health lapses. And, people got their everyday lives that they kind of, go through every day. So I wanted to kind of use this platform to whereas I can share, myself. And if, people want to, maybe email us in, tell us how they're feeling. Maybe we can offer a bit of advice because, a person told me to, I ain't gonna say a person, well, my therapist told me to, when I was going, and unfortunately I haven't been in a while, and that's kind of sad, but he told me that I shouldn't, hold a lot of things in. I should try to express these emotions and these feelings, whether it's to a therapist, whether it's writing it down, whether it's just recording on the podcast for y'all motherfuckers to hear. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is that I wanted to open up a place for us that not only I can, get some of these feelings off my chest, and that, the other people that listen to this motherfucking shit get their shit off their motherfucking chest if they choose to. I want to open up this platform to be a wide array of different things. Not only you can come to us when you want to just hear some wild ghetto fuckboy shit, that we talk about, but we also want to offer, other avenues and whatnot. So like I said, man, I'm a try to use this platform to not only fix myself, but to maybe, help someone else along the line. Yeah. Hey, man, peep gang. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? Shit, when I was trying to get this podcast off the ground with Spiff, man, we had a lot of questions, man. Like, how do I record an episode? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Also, how do I make money off this podcast, man? Man, peep gang, the answer to every one of those questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast, man. Secure the bag. Listen, man, me and Spiff, man, we ain't come here to get paid off this, man. We just wanted everyone to enjoy, and listen to our convos and stories about, our upbringing. But why not get paid for it? You know what I'm talking about? So, if you always wanted to start a podcast, make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. Again, that's anchor.fm/start to join me, Spiff, and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. And guess what, man? We can't wait to hear your podcast, man. So, hey, that's it. Alrighty, so with that being said, fuck it. Well, why not, man? Whether if you feeling good, feeling great about yourself, or whether you just feeling shitty and just want to let somebody know, fuck it. Email me and Spiff at meechandspiffpod@gmail.com. Again, that's Meech and A-N-D Spiff pod P-O-D @gmail.com. And just write us in. Let us know how you feeling. Whether you having a shit ass week, whether you having a boss ass week, let us motherfucking know shit, man. Because I want to kind of open up, more interaction with, with our listeners of this podcast. Because we usually get a lot of interaction, whether it's being on like social media, whether it's people DM me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, saying some crazy wild shit that we'd have said on the pod. But honestly, I don't really give a fuck about this damn shit. It's only I just use this pod as to bring up other people. For instance, I had a quick, a brief like text conversation with one of my young dogs, Solo. I told him that, I want this podcast to be a platform for everybody else to like, come to whereas, if you got something to promote or you want to get something out there, if you want to come on here and, talk about, his future projects and albums and all that other extra gangster shit, then this is an open environment for him to do so. And I kind of want to have that for everybody. Like, I want to use this platform to help everybody. It's not only just for myself. It's not only for just me and Spiff, man. This is for everybody. That's why I reach out to a lot of people and saying, like, shit, can I use this for the pod? Can I use your song for this? Because you never know. What ears that may come across. We might open up a fucking record label off this shit, man. But I ain't here to be on my Diddy shit. And I'm damn sure ain't on my Suge Knight shit. But if I can have a platform whereas my niggas can, come on here, promote themselves and eat, shit, by all means, this is what we gonna do. But carrying on from, for the Mental Health Mondays with Meech, I don't know, it's a working title. We're gonna figure it out eventually. Like I said before, man, if you feeling good, you feeling great, email us. If you feeling shit and you just want somebody to know, email us as well. Cause don't let that shit, just fester in you, man. Get that shit out, man. It's gonna make you feel 10 times better. And fuck it, man. Y'all my niggas. 8 of y'all motherfuckers are listening to us on a regular. I've dealt with my own mental health issues probably more so in this past year more than ever in my life. I always looked at myself. I've been, very self-confident. I've been, I had very high self-esteem for myself. But, within this last year, I don't know what happened. It just dealing with, other people's emotions and just me just being me. And I've noticed this from just growing up, that I tend to be the one that everyone came to. I necessarily didn't have someone that I can like look forward to or, ask for their advice on, or just ask me how I'm feeling. And at times, like, shit, man, it's hard being the strong person. Like, it's hard to be the person that's always there for everybody. Like, shit, sometimes I just feel like not doing shit or just not talking to people because I'm just so overwhelmed and bombarded with other people's issues to the point where I shut down. Or in one case, like, I've been beat down and thrown so much anger towards my way that I just blew up. And that shit scared the dog shit out of me. That's why one day I was talking to a good friend of mine, and she told me, she was like, because it was like constant issues like going on, like after a while, like thing after thing after thing after thing. And luckily I did reach out to her because eventually I was like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck do I go to? Like, I was fucking lost. And luckily, she was there to kind of point me in the right direction and told me to seek help and told me that, I can't fix everything. And so as I started going to therapy and opening up and listening and hearing what he had to say about myself, it like, damn, shit started to click. Shit started to make more sense. And so with me telling, y'all that, is that if someone's going through some shit, I want to be there for that person. I want to be, someone they can turn to when they say, like, damn, I ain't got nobody left. who can I run to? Like, who can I talk to? Shit, that's what I'm here to do today, man. I'm here. Well, we're here, because I know Spiff, he probably going to jump in here and maybe do one of these days or whatever. But, we're here to help. I never looked at this platform for me to, like I said before, to gain monetarily. Like, this shit was just something for us to do, just because we like to do it. I felt like, conversation that me and Spiff had in private, these jewels that we drop, like we say, man, I feel like everybody should listen to these things, man. But carrying on to the mental health shit, again, like I said, whether you feeling good, whether you feeling like shit, talk to me about it. Talk to Spiff about it. Email us at meechandspiffpod@gmail.com. Let us know how you feeling. And if you feel like, you want it to be shared on the pod, maybe we'll read off, a couple of them, maybe offer our advice if we can. And shit, man. That's it, man. And, we'll be back with, with these mental health checks, maybe once every couple of weeks, maybe once a month, just so, we could just check in with our people. So, again, man, thank you motherfuckers for listening. I appreciate every 8 of y'all motherfuckers listen to us on a weekly basis. So, thanks again.